I work in television news.
All right.
It's just like working in the entertainment industry, except for not really. I'm a producer, which blows because no matter how well I do in life, it's never going to be good enough for my family. Hey, Grandma. I just got a job producing the world news. Oh, that's wonderful, sweetheart. So I still won't see you on television?
People always feel like they need to acknowledge my height when they meet me, you know? Oh my God, man, you're so tall. Do you play basketball? No. You're so short. Do you play mini golf? No.
I'm still getting used to these virtual comedy shows. Normally when I'm sitting in front of my computer without pants on staring at strangers, it's a different. We'll try this one.
Hey, if you put a sheep in the washing machine, will it shrink? Of course not. If you put it in the dryer, it will shrink.
I'm trying to look at the positives about everything, including the Trump presidency. And one positive thing about the Trump presidency is he proved my parents correct. Anyone really can become president.
Yeah.
People think when you work in TV, you make a lot of money, and actually, that's true, unless you work in the news. My fiance loves to go on date night, and she'll come to me and say, hey babe, where do you want to go to date night tonight? And I'll say, well, babe, our kitchen looks wonderful this time of year.
Then they told me to act like you just won $1 million. Let me see how you would celebrate. So I started jumping up and down, and I started screaming. I took my pants off and threw them at the producers.
I used to a lot of really weird phone calls. Hello, Channel 12. Hey, yes sir, I just want to start this by saying I'm not a racist. It's at that point where I immediately realize this is going to go poorly. Hey, yes sir, I'm not a racist, but could you please transfer me over to President Trump? I want to tell him how much I love that wall speech. Oh, God. I'm sorry, sir, the president's actually on another line. Why don't you try calling back after 6 when I'm no longer here?
There's something wrong. I'm coming to you from beautiful Los Angeles, where the temperature got so high today that even Snoop Dogg was like, all right.
No, being tall is nice though, because it really helped when I was single. It was the only thing girls like to talk about more than when their dress had pockets. You're so tall, I can wear heels all the time. Oh, that's great, because I love listening to people complain about their feet hurting. Oh, what a good night this is going to be.
What you probably don't know is that most people who are working in the news aren't doing what they originally set out to do. Like in 2016, I covered Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, which actually was a lot like my dream of covering the New York Knicks. No one had any idea what they were doing, and most nights it felt like we were going to lose.
You've been able to see the pandemic's impact on Los Angeles. You really have. It's just, everything's just so empty, and it's weird. Because when I first moved here, I moved to Hollywood, and I could walk out my door down Hollywood Boulevard, and I could see, you know, fat Superman, fat Spider-Man, Puerto Rico. They're all gone.
It's expensive. It's real expensive. It seems like every phone call I would make, you know, hey, how much do you use your venue for a wedding? So it's going to be about $72,000, everything included. Okay, is that the price for every Pizza Hut, or is that just this one?
The one thing I do love about working in TV news is it gives me the opportunity to work anywhere in the country. I've been working in LA lately, and I just got the most amazing job offer in Paducah, Kentucky, the land of folk art.
17 when I entered the contest for tallest Jew in the Western Hemisphere. Yeah. Go vote. Go vote, great. I like to think of being tall as like my superpower, right? I can change any light bulb and paint any ceiling, but I can't buy a shirt with sleeves that'll actually fit me. And just like a superhero, having a superpower comes with enemies, mortal enemies. You know, Batman has the Joker, right? Eminem has his mother. And I have spinning ceiling fans. No flying birds. This is a terrible.
The media is often under attack these days, and I don't always feel that it's warranted. Like last week, I got done writing a really nice story about a Special Olympian who's going to the World Games, and then all I hear is, "You're fake news, you're the enemy of the people, you're a terrible person." I said, "Damn, Mom, that's just your opinion."
I feel like I see things that have inspired movies that inspire me, right? So I love the Avengers movies, and clearly Thanos was inspired by the traffic out here. Somebody in their car was clearly sitting in an hour and a half of traffic and thought, if I could just snap my fingers and make half of these motherfuckers disappear.